crafty friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing some work in my travel journal today, and what I decided to do was I did my prompt video last week, and if you're interested in checking out any of the videos that I did to put this journal together so far, I will go ahead and make sure I leave the playlist down below. So I created this table of contents, and our first page is going to be collect things. So as I was thinking through, I basically kind of wanted like a list of the things that you can collect, like, brochures and business cards and packaging and, maps and receipts and stuff like that. I wanted a cute way to kind of just document that those are some of the things I could collect. And I came up with this idea to do a word search.
Before I go into the details of how I created the word search, I wanted to show you what I did with this little card here. I have a card that says collect moments, not things. And I thought that it would be funny to take the card and change it so that it says collect things. So it still says collect moments, not things, but basically what I did was I took a little whiteout pen and I whited out the word moments, not. So now it just says collect things. I thought that was kind of clever. So what I'm basically doing is I'm going to cut this little card up so that it just has the little title, and then I'm going to place it on the pocket there. I liked that the mustardy color kind of matched the color of the little pocket, and it fit perfectly right up in there in the corner. You'll see here in a second, I kind of had to cut off a little bit of the sides, um, but I did really like how it fit in that little spot. And it's the perfect little title to this page. Now, when I put that card onto that pocket, I didn't feel like it popped enough off of the page. It kind of just, because it's such a close match color to the page, the pocket, I did decide to go ahead and ink it up. And I thought that that would probably be enough, but it just wasn't quite still enough to pop it off the page. So I needed to find another something that I could do to kind of alter it enough to so you can kind of see it, right? I wanted it to be a little bit more prevalent than what you can see on the screen now. So I'm taking some of the scraps that I have from the journal itself. So when I created the covers, I had a big piece of this kind of like fake leather stuff. And so I'm going to take a little piece of that. Um, I actually reversed it. So on the other side of it, it's a little bit like a kind of like almost like a canvas. It's not a canvas, but that's kind of like the texture that it has, and it's black. So I thought that really worked well with the camera, and I kind of thought it looked like just like the texture and how it looked, it kind of looked like a camera strap almost. So I thought that worked really well with the um with it, and I felt like it popped it off the page a little bit. So you'll see me here doing, I'm just gonna take that piece and I'm going to poke a hole in the corner of that piece, and then I'm going to take one of my little brackety things. I don't know what those things are called. And I'm taking my crocodile here. I'm going to punch the hole, and then I'm going to take one of those. I don't know if you guys know what that's called. I don't know. A bracket? I don't know. But I'm going to take one of those, and the crocodile has a little thing where you put it in the hole and then it squeezes it on there for you. So after kind of messing with it for a while, I finally get it all lined up and in place, and I'm able to get um, that on there. And I really like how that turned out. I mean, honestly, just adding that one little like metal piece just kind of put it all together for me. And I don't know, it's interesting how sometimes just those little touches can really add just something to the decoration. So I really did like that. I ultimately did glue the two pieces together just because I wanted to make sure that it kind of lined up the way that I wanted it on the page. The little brad thing wasn't really very functional. It just was for decoration purposes. So I just gonna go ahead and glue those two pieces together. And then once I get those glued together, I'm also gonna glue it to the little pocket there in the corner where I saw where I showed you before. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into how I created um, the little word search list that I made for this page. And I am obsessed. I really like how this little page turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I do from here.
All right, so now that we've got the little title kind of thing on here, I want to go ahead and do the pocket. So let me just show you the word search I put together. So this took me way too long to film on camera. Basically, I'll just walk you through what I did. So these are rub-ons from Dollar Tree. So they're just these rub-ons right here. And I just took them and I rubbed them on because I wanted the word search to kind of look more authentically like it came from like this kind of stuff. And then I just wrote down all of the words. I made like a little word search of all of the different things. So these are kind of the list of all the things that I could potentially collect in my trip. And so I thought it would be cute to do like a little word search. Like, so every time I did something, I would find the word in the word search and mark it off. So I thought that would be a cute idea. I have a bunch of little gaming type things. I love games. I play games all the time on my phone. I do Sudoku and all different games. I play board games. I like puzzles. So I love games. So I love that I'm going to incorporate that into my book. So basically what I did was I took a couple pieces that I can't have for my stash. I found a bunch of these Yahtzee scoring sheets at a thrift store once. So I bought them. They were in a big pack. Got some Monopoly money. I've got a card here. And then, so what I'm going to do, because I do want to cover up the white here on this page. So what I thought I would do is kind of just stack a bunch of these in here. So it looks like it's in the pocket, but then have this be removable. So, so that's kind of the plan. I want to have this game ideas. I thought that was cute. I think I'll have that kind of in the back. And then this kind of in the back. I want this kind of front and center. And then I would just add these two in kind of as just color for kind of adding some color to the page. So I know this probably does not make sense right now, but I promise I have a vision. Let's work with putting kind of some of these pieces down first. So see how this is not necessarily covering up that, but I do have this old paper. So I'm kind of thinking I can use that to kind of make it not so white. And I know it's interesting because I know this looks green, but it's not green. I don't know why Ranger decided to make this green because that's not that color. So if that's the color that you want, that's not the color this is. Then again, I am using a brown. I am using a sponge that I usually use for my vintage photo. So maybe it's the combination of the two that's making it kind of like more brown. Not sure. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and ink this up a little bit too, because why have it be white when you're just trying to cover up something that's white? So let me just kind of ink this up a little bit. Okay, so this I'm going to put in here, and I'm actually going to glue this part down completely. I kind of want it hanging off the edges. I think that would look cute. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. Again, I'm going to kind of have it hanging out of the top and have it hanging out of the side a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one down, and I want this one too to also be not removable. So I will have to cut it there. So let me go ahead and trim it off a little bit so it fits in the pocket. So I kind of need to ink up those spots over there. So let me ink that up a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really matter that there's white, but okay, may as well ink this up too. Okay, so yeah, I think that's where I want it. So I'm just gonna and again, I'm going to glue this piece completely down inside the pocket. I can get it in there. Okay. Okay, so then I want to put these two pieces together. And they're going to have to be cut. I kind of wanted this Scrabble, but I kind of like the score sheet. That's cute. I guess that's fine. But then I do want this to be in the pocket. Make sure that it's not going to stick. Actually, let me just make sure that there's no glue on here that's going to make that stick in there. Okay, so if I have this in the pocket, kind of in there, you're not really going to see that piece very much, but that's okay. And then I want the word, I kind of want it to say word search, not necessarily so I'm really only going to have like this much of it showing, right? Because it's going to be in the pocket. So let me get these glued together. I think that would be the easiest way to do it. Okay, I just roughed the edges up a little bit just to have it look a little bit older. Okay, so I definitely want the word sheet. Definitely want the word score sheet to show. So I'm gonna just take a pencil and mark out where I want to cut. So I'm just going to trim this off. It doesn't have to be neat because it's not going to show. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this piece down. but I'm going to glue it down in a way that it keeps it open as a pocket. Don't really feel like I'm explaining it very well, but I mean, you can see what I'm doing on the video. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of bead of glue on here, just so it sticks to the front of the pocket. Oh, I went too far up. Oh well, it's okay. Just take that glue off. It's fine. So that's what it looks like when this is not in the pocket, but then when it is in the pocket, it has that on there. So I'm gonna wait until these dry. Just make sure I just want to kind of press this paper into the top of the pocket, but I don't really want glue to seep out, so I'm trying to keep that pocket open. Okay, and then I want to add in these two pieces just to kind of, again, give it some color. I guess I could put it behind it. Oh, I actually kind of like it just sneaking out the back behind a little bit. And then maybe this in front. I don't need that whole thing to show. I do like the Monopoly money. I want the word search to show, I think. Maybe, here, let's see if I can open this up. Shoot, I ripped it. That's okay. Those Yahtzee pages are really thin. Maybe I could have it just peeking out the top. Then I really want the word score. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I like that. I like the pop of green and that red. Maybe it would look better if it was like this. Nope, I liked it better the other way. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue. Okay. I still have my score sheet. I like the player name is still showing. So let's take this out before it gets glued in there. And I'm just going to glue this on. Actually, let me put it back because it kind of messed up. So let's just glue this on. Again, I just want it sneaking, like just being, just going to hold it in place and glue it. And then this, I think I'll just do the same thing. I'll just, can't even really see the Scrabble sheet anymore, but that's okay. And then this will just go in here. And then I'll be able to still pull that piece out and use it. So then I can pull this out and I can do, once I find all this stuff, like once I get a business card, I'll just find it in the word search and mark it off. So there is my little word search collect things page, and then I really like how that turned out. I think that's really cute. Okay, so, and then I did show you my bucket list in my last video if you want to check that out. I didn't actually create this on camera, but at least I walked you through it. And I've got quite a bit more to go, so I probably won't do all of this on camera just because there's quite a bit to do, but I definitely will do, I think at least one more video of me putting together a page, and then another video at the final end when I have everything done and ready. So you might get like 2 or 3 more videos from me for this. So I hope that you guys are enjoying me putting this together, and I will see you again real soon. Bye for now.